Hi guys, Jason Whistler with Ninja Success here, and today I'm gonna keep it light, keep it fairly simple, but still a really valuable, I think, suggestion, a really valuable idea to explore, and that is the notion of ritual or ceremony in our life, particularly those mundane rituals or ceremonies that many of us were taught and have carried through from our childhood all the way through adulthood, and maybe at different points in our lifetime. Speaking for myself anyway, challenged, questioned some of the validity or usefulness of some things. So the particular example I want to give you is actually right here behind me. Now, you can ignore the fact that there's lots and lots of pillows. The point is not to have tons of pillows on your bed. The point is that the bed is made. Now, when I grew up, when I was young, my parents were always very much get up, make your bed, get ready for school, and then you're good. When I got off to college and I was on my own, bed making really seemed kind of pointless. My hours were chaotic. My schedule was random, and spending 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever, just to pull the sheets back up seemed like an utter waste of time. Why? Who cares? I'm going to mess it up again in a few hours anyway. So for a good amount of time, I didn't even bother. And in fact, when I met my wife, kind of neither one of us really bothered for a long time. We were very busy. We were both working multiple jobs. I finished up college and then continued after that. I had multiple jobs. And so we let little things like that slide where I got so many more important things, critical things that I need to spend my time on. What I've come to learn later in life, making the bed doesn't drastically, it's not a dramatic change in life. But one of the key things is it provides an anchor or a sense of normalcy and control. It provides a sense of completion of something. And that's the first thing you do in the morning. So when you get up, before you do anything else, I mean, you might do part of your morning routine. I don't know, whether it's shower, brush your teeth, get dressed, whatever. Part of the morning routine, though, is making your bed. So that's something that you can immediately check off your to-do list as something you've accomplished, something that's given you a little bit of control, something that has brought a little bit of order into chaos in your life. All right? So if the sheets are all messed up, then that's a little bit of chaos in your life. And if you use your bedroom and your house as an example of what the rest of your life looks like, if you use it as a mirror or a reflecting surface to show you where maybe you're letting some details slide, you can start to control that, which starts to impact your own mental feedback by doing something really, really simple, really, really mundane, and making it a ritual or a habit. So you're going through the ceremony every morning of making your bed. So there's lots of ceremonies we've got. There's lots of things that we do on a habitual basis, or that we have been taught to do, or have been suggested to do, which seem pretty low value on the surface. But if you look at maintaining them, and now there are days where we're utterly late, running behind, we've got to go. Now those days might actually end up making the bed later in the day. When I get home, it's not done, so I see it and I notice, I'm like, I never did get around to that. I'm just going to take the 2 minutes and just finish, clean it up, and make it nice. And that's just, it's kind of like hygiene. It's not a task that you want to create stress from, but it is something that creates a little, just a little value in that little bump first thing in the morning that can help you start your day off right. And there are routines you can have, like drinking a little bit of water, and it depends on the person. I like to make sure I drink a glass of water before I go to bed at night, but I start that, an hour before. That way, I'm not chugging water right before I go to bed, because that might wake me, might wake you up in the middle of the night, and we don't want to disturb our sleep. But drinking a little extra water, doing it in the evening when I'm done with all of my things, I'm more mindful of it. It's part of my relax and downtime. If I can build in other rituals around it, then it helps to start to set my mind to, okay, now I'm winding down and getting ready for bed. Frequently I use a cup of tea. Now it's kind of hot this time of year, so I've switched more toward a cup of water. But the idea is, when I get to the bottom, okay, it's time to go to bed, and then I'm off and I can go to sleep fairly directly. So these little tiny things can make a pretty big impact. And even though it seems, pointless or silly, making the bed, it really can. There is actually a book, and I haven't read it yet, but I've run across it, and I believe it was written by a Navy SEAL. It's worth looking up, and I'm pretty sure it Make Your Bed is right there in the title, where he talks about some of these items like this, where these little rituals can really have a big impact on your day and your life. So I recommend giving that a look. Let me know if you take me up on that, if you find value in it. And either way, remember, Success Ninjas never quit, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.